The call came in just past midnight. A neighbor complained of a smell coming from the old Penrose house. The place had been quiet since the owner, Harold Lentz, a reclusive old man, stopped showing up at the local antique fair. When Detective Marla Reyes arrived, the air was thick with decay. She stepped inside the Victorian-era house, flashlight cutting through the dust. It was eerily preserved, like a museum, porcelain dolls on every shelf, silent witnesses in lace dresses and glassy eyes. Then she found the door to the basement. It was padlocked, rusted over. She called in a unit to cut it open. The moment it cracked, a wave of rot and something unnaturally sweet hit her like a punch. The cellar was small, cramped, and lined with shelves. But instead of wine bottles or tools, there were hundreds of dolls, all meticulously arranged. Some were missing eyes. Others had hair that looked too real. The worst part? One was still warm. Behind the far wall they found the truth. A hidden chamber, lined with plastic. Inside they found 3 bodies of young girls, staged like dolls, joints locked in unnatural positions. Each had been preserved with horrifying precision, injected with embalming fluid, their faces painted. Reyes ran out and vomited in the grass. They traced Harold Lentz's steps. He'd worked in a funeral home 2 decades ago. He was known for crafting lifelike dolls as a hobby, but this wasn't a hobby. This was an obsession turned into depravity. DNA confirmed the girls were local runaways, dismissed over the past 6 years as troubled teens. They caught Lentz 3 days later trying to board a bus in Delaware under a false name. But something didn't sit right with Reyes. One detail nagged at her. In the basement, there was a 4th chair in the display empty. Under questioning, Lentz smiled and said, "She's still perfect. Why would I ever let her go?" A new search of the property, this time with sonar, revealed a sealed chamber beneath the floor. Inside was a glass coffin. A 4th girl. Still alive. Barely. Hooked up to IVs, her body weak but intact. He'd kept her sedated, talking to her like she was his bride. She'd been missing for 8 years. Her parents had long believed she was dead. The rescue was national news, but Reyes never gave interviews. She couldn't get the image of that empty chair out of her head. The way he smiled like it was art. Lentz pleaded guilty. Life in prison. No parole. But for Reyes, the real horror wasn't the cellar, the dolls, or even the victims. It was how close he'd come to getting away with it and how no one had noticed. That it took a smell, a coincidence, for justice to claw its way out of the dark. And that chair? It's in an evidence locker now. Still empty. Still waiting. This is Crime Unscripted. Please like and subscribe.